Hello, I'm Taylour Tedder, City Manager for Boulder City, and welcome to Tedder Talks, a once-a-month look at issues and people impacting Boulder City. The city just started another fiscal year budget running from July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024. The city pays for police, fire, courts, and many other city services and programs. Our finance department is responsible for putting together the budget. Finance Director Cynthia Sneed joined the city's management team as Finance Director in April. Cynthia is joining me today. Welcome, Cynthia.
Thank you.
First, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Certainly. So I am an Arizona native and spent my entire career in government finance there in Arizona. Then I went briefly to Colorado for a couple of years and continued in the municipal government space. And here I am, loving Boulder City, and I'm married for 28 years. We just celebrated 28 years. And we've got 2 kids, grown children that live in Phoenix.
Very nice.
There we are.
You have a wonderful group of employees in your department, constantly striving for a culture of excellence. Your staff was recognized by the Government Finance Officers Association once again. What is the latest award for?
Thanks for bringing that up. That is a really great honor. We do have a great team, and we were just recognized by the Government Finance Officers Association for our excellence in financial reporting. That relates to the annual comprehensive financial report that we put together, and it is the highest honor that we can achieve in recognition of the transparency and full disclosure of all of our financial information. It's the 33rd year in a row that the city has achieved that, which is really speaks to the quality of the group and what the product that we put out.
So how does your department work to be transparent? We have a lot of different financial software solutions and other ways. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Right, we have a product on our website called Socrata that pulls information out of our financial system once a week. So the public or anyone could access that through the website, and it's basically the checkbook of the city, so they can see all the payments that were made and revenues that were brought in. So that's really current, up-to-date information. Also, we have a product called ClearGov, which is our online budget book, and it's a snapshot in time. As soon as that budget is adopted, it's stagnant. It does not update annually or routinely. But it does have the detailed budget information. So those are our transparency opportunities.
We also put all of the different executive summaries on the website. So if anyone's looking for detailed information in an easy to understand format, those are all on the finance department's page.
And another opportunity we have to demonstrate our finances is through the city manager's report. That's a monthly component that goes to City Council, and it shows all the different funds and the activity in the funds in a summary level, as well as the kind of where we're at, the fund balance for each one of those. So that's very helpful too.
So I'll often hear from residents we should receive free power from all of the solar development. How important are solar leases for the city, and how do they create a meaningful impact on the residents?
Sure. Great question. It's very important to the city finances. It represents about a third of our overall revenues that we bring in. So that goes a long way to pay for the services that we provide, both projects, capital project in nature, as well as just the day-to-day routine operating expenses. You mentioned earlier some of those being police, fire. There's Parks and Rec. I mean, there's so many things that we're funding, and those dollars coming in goes a long way to provide those. So the services are available to the residents. That's one benefit of that. Secondly, that in return, our property taxes, which typically would be a main source of revenue to pay for those services, having that solar revenue provides the opportunity for us to lower or keep low the property tax revenue coming in. So that's definitely a benefit to the residents.
Cynthia, what are some of the biggest concerns or opportunities that you've identified and see in the next capital and operating budget cycle for the city?
Well, certainly, as we have more expenses, we need to have more revenue coming in. So I do see a challenge there of making sure that we have sufficient revenues coming in total, but even more importantly is diversifying what those revenue streams are. So we need to work on identifying where we can increase the revenues to pay for, we've got these wonderful facilities that we're building with our capital money, but along with that comes the ongoing operating costs of those facilities. And so we need to make sure we've got enough revenue coming in to keep those programs and those facilities going.
You're still in the process of moving your household to Boulder City, which we're very excited about. You've been here for a few months now. So what would you say is your favorite thing about Boulder City?
My favorite thing is I love the small town feel. The community, the residents, they're very friendly and warm, and they really look out for each other, and they're very curious about what happens at the city level, and I appreciate that.
Cynthia, thank you so much for your time today.
Sure.
We really enjoy having you here, part of the team.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Be sure to check out Tedder Talks once a month at bcnv.org/Tedder. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next month for the next Tedder Talks.